In today's beginner tutorial, I am going to be showing you how to do this very simple heat transfer vinyl. We are doing one layer today, very beginner's basics. Let's get into what we are going to need for this tutorial. For this tutorial, these are the items that I'm going to be using, and because it is a beginner's tutorial, I will be using an iron. Most beginners I know don't have a heat press, and for the first 4 years, neither did I, and I used this one. So whether you have a heat press or an iron, either or will work. I have a shirt that I bought at Michael's, some heat transfer or iron-on vinyl, again bought at Michael's, Cricut mat, Cricut, I'm using the scissors and the weeding tool. And then I am going to use, this is just an ironing pad. This is kind of a dupe for the Cricut Easy Press mat, just a regular iron mat, and then some parchment baking wax paper. And that is what you're going to need, so let's get right into this tutorial. Starting off in Cricut Design Space, you are going to set up whatever SVG file you are wanting to cut. This is one that I have pre-done many times before and I wanted to do again for myself. You can do any wording or SVG that you would like, whether that's a free download or just whatever you decide you want to put on your shirt, and put it to size in Cricut Design Space. The next thing you are going to want to do once it is sized is all you have to do is hit make it. Now make sure on the side of your screen here, the left hand side, you see it says mirror image. Press that because for heat transfer vinyl you always want to mirror your image. That way when you are transferring it onto the actual fabric, it will be the proper way around. We are good to go, and make sure that your Cricut, the settings on your actual Cricut machine on the dial, are set to iron on. Perfect, you're good to go, and we're ready to cut it. Now on the Cricut side of things, I am just setting up, I have some scrap paper, and you want to put the shiny side down. Mentioning again, the shiny side is going down because that is the plastic that you need to keep on it to do the heat transfer. So I'm just letting it cut here, and once it's done cutting, I will show you how I'm going to weed it. I'm just getting my tools ready and preparing for once it's done cutting. Very quick. Heat transfer vinyl is my absolute favorite vinyl to work with, especially for beginners. It is so easy and very forgivable, which I love. Very easy to weed it out, which is just taking out this part that you don't want here that you can see me doing. And overall, like I said, it's just very forgiving. So if you mess up, it's quite easy to fix. And yeah, I just much prefer it, and I found it very easy when I was a beginner. Let's set up what we're doing. So if you don't have one of these kind of iron mats, that's totally fine. You do not need one. As long as you have like a hard wood surface, like a table or a desk. I have done it on the floor sometimes when I didn't have something to use. I take off the sticker. The shirt that I'm using in this one is from Bella Canvas, or Bella and Canvas, and I got it from Michael's. I bought it at Michael's for $11. So, spread out the shirt, and again, there are a couple different ways to do this, but I'm going to show you the way that I like to do this. I have sold hundreds of shirts over the years, and I used my iron for the first 4 years, like I said, so I have a bit of a routine down of what I like to do. I have my little iron on here, so I'm going to move you around so you can really see what's going on. What I like to do first is put a little bit of heat on the shirt. So this shirt is pretty much brand new, just bought it, and doesn't have too many wrinkles, so I just wanted to heat the surface a little bit. Wherever you are going to want to apply this. So for me, I am wanting it about here, just about here. You can totally measure it with a ruler. I've made a lot of these, so I don't need to measure it. Parchment paper. With an iron, because you are not using heat press, you are going to need to make sure you're putting a lot of pressure down on this iron. So it is on a wooden, flat, hard surface. I'm pushing down very hard. Now the parchment paper is here to protect the actual vinyl decal that I am putting on. I don't want to melt the little plastic transfer piece that is on it, nor do I want to burn anything. If you do not have parchment wax paper, that is okay. You can use any thin fabric. I used to use a thin pillowcase when I was doing it, and then I started realizing parchment paper was a lot easier. And this is the finished product, a beautiful little shirt. shirt. Very easy. Again, you can make the decals as big as you would like. This one I wanted to make for myself, just a tiny little decal on the pocket of my shirt, and very easy for any beginner. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.